Fact today. Only on ATM.
We just vote for government, but we not get good governance.
At all.
Roads so no day. Light usa. The infrastructure it can't turn to be forbidden fruit for the city.
Corruption, well everything. Hello?
Hello, madam. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Mrs. Ayeni. I am calling from the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs.
Okay. Okay, I've been expecting your call.
Madam, remove this your phone from loudspeaker.
No verse. Now my phone be like that. Hello?
Are you there?
I hear, I'm hearing you.
Yes. We saw a copy of your invoice for computers, printers, and laptops.
Yes. Are you working on them now?
Ma, the prices you quoted are way too high now.
Madam, sorry, please don't call.
We found the laptop you said is 1.8 million naira for 600,000 naira.
Hello?
Now my body network there.
I can't hear you. Network is bad.
Madam, we can hear you. Continue.
Hello, I can't hear you. We call you back.
That behavior not good now.
Madam, now this kind behavior they kill our country. You suppose do things differently, make Nigeria for better.
Corruption not in my country.
This message is brought to you by the Akinfade Foundation, the MacArthur Foundation,
and with broadcast support from Atlantic Television Network.
Corruption not in my country.
I don't get a lot. Boy, they won't booga me small. They say, man, give them bribe. I say, nothing. Okay, now, we'll go block later. You remember that contract we will do that time now? They don't pay.
But first, you see the house rent with the old things. We go first call caretaker, take the money, slap him.
Beg, see, you know, say I get annual levy why they pay for club. Where me and boys they shark beer in our house, I supposed pay that one. You remember say me I tell you I go buy you motor. I go buy now.
Okay, nah. They pay you money now. We don't they beg caretaker? Why would they beg landlord, old man, and they agree give us time? Money can't come now. You won't divert time. You said na corruption. Corruption, not in my house and not in my country.
Sure?
Sure.
Corruption not in my country.
This message is brought to you by the Akinfade Foundation, the MacArthur Foundation,
and with broadcast support from Atlantic Television Network.
Corruption not.
Good evening and welcome to Sports Extraordinary on Atlantic Television Network. My name is Kingsley Emmanuel and I'm very, very happy to be here this evening to bring you some interesting stories that are revolving around the world of sports. And on today's edition for the show, we shall take a look at the quarterfinal fixtures and the Euro 2024 Championship in Germany, as well as the Copa America quarterfinal fixtures as well, and as well as other stories revolving around the world of sport. It promises to be an exciting edition of the show, so we'll urge you to sit tight as we have a whole lot, of course, to unravel on the show. Today we'll take a short break and we will come back. Of course, we'll be able to bring you all that you need to know revolving around the world of sports. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
We just dey vote for government, but not get good governance. Road so e no dey, light o usa, the infrastructure.
Like this now.
I hope nobody carry belle.
Why you ask, oh?
Because this road where they see, so e no guarantee safe delivery. We just dey vote for government, but we not get good governance.
At all.
Road so.
You're welcome back, Steve Sport Extraordinary on Atlantic Television Network. And with me in the studio, of course, is Emmanuel Michael. Michael, good evening to you and welcome to the show.
Yeah, good evening to you, Kingsley, and good evening to our viewers. Always a delightful moment to do this with you.
All right, let's take a look at the world of athletics. The Nigerian Olympic Commission has announced that the 8th Annual Athletes Forum will hold on 8th and 9th of July before Team Nigeria departure to the 2024 Paris Olympic Games. This was contained in a communique issued at the end of the virtual meeting held between captains of various sports federation or athletes representative of national federations and the National Olympic Committee Athletes Commission, and signed by Aziz Ladipo for the communique drafting committee. According to the commission, the team Nigeria will depart Team Nigeria, of course, will depart for the Paris Olympic game on the 9th to 10th of July this year. And the commissioner also declared that Team Nigeria is ready to compete for honors at the upcoming 2024 Paris Olympic Games. They hailed the Nigerian government, Ministry of Sports, among others, for their support to athletes during the All-African Games. They also commended the Ministry of Sports for the early camping and training tour preparation of athletes, while revealing that the Commission Annual Athletes Forum will hold prior to departure for the Paris Olympics. They highlighted key issues to be addressed, including life after sports, athletes marketing, retirement benefits, athlete insurance, and among others. Michael, what do you make of this particular virtual meeting that was held in preparation of the Olympic Games?
Yeah, I think for me it's coming very timely. The time when we are preparing for the Paris Olympic game, I think for me, if they should be having this kind of meeting consistently, it will also help them, because when you have this kind of meeting, it's an avenue for them to cross-pollinate ideas and also chart a way forward for the Nigerian athletics. I think they need to also take a total appraisal of the achievement of the Athletic Federation in the last 6 months. Then again, chart a way forward. Where and what are the things that we are not getting right? Where do we need to improve on? I think all of these things will be discussed in such meeting, and that is why I say that it's coming very timely for them to sit on a on a round table and cross-pollinate ideas, and also see if they can be able to improve in certain areas, and also talk about the welfare of the athletes and those who have also paid their dues again in the past, those who are still very much active. After their active days, they will go to retirement. How about their welfare and all of that? These are some of the things they've also pointed that they want to also discuss. I think for me it is very, very good, because most time you discover that when our athletes are very much active, nobody cares, nobody bothers, and then again when they resign or retire after serving the country meritoriously, you begin to see that some of them sometimes one challenges will set in and nobody cares about them. They are not being helped in any way. So for me, I think this avenue will also open up some other ideas to see if they can be able to make adequate plan and preparation on how to be able to cater for these athletes after their retirement time, after serving the country in a good way. And then again, they need to also project the way forward on what we want to achieve in the just coming Paris Olympic game. How prepare the athletes? What are the goals that is set? Can we actually achieve it? What are the obstacles that we need to surmount? These are the issues that, for me, I think they need to talk about, and doing so at this point in time is going to go a whole long way to at least cater for the future athlete and even the present one.
All right, away from that, Aruna Quadri, of course, is back. We hear he will be competing at the World Table Tennis Star Contender Championship in Bangkok, Thailand, after missing out on the World Table Tennis Championship in Lagos. Michael, what do you make of the return of Aruna Quadri ahead of the Olympic Games?
I'm very, very excited. You missed out on the two major events in the last 2 months right now, cause of injury, and that has also hampered his ranking, because if he had taken part in those two championships, one took happen here in our own backyard at Lagos, the ITT here, but he wasn't able to take part in that very one because of injury. He's seated as world number 16 right now. Who knows, if he had taken part in those two major championships, he might have been able to also garner some point, and that should have been able to project him even further in a very good position in the world ranking. But a good thing he's coming back right now, especially now that the Olympic game is by the corner. I think he's just do everything possible to also continue to bolster his point and pick up some point out there to keep him going, because if he fails to continue to take part in some of these major tournaments out there, then I assure you that he's going to drop down the pecking order. Now that he's seated world number 16, very, very commendable, but then he still need to pick up some points so that to increase his value as well. So for me, I think it's a great one for Haruna Quadri and a great one for the Nigerian Tennis Federation.
All right, let's see how it goes for Aruna Quadri. We hope, of course, he gets a better representation down there in this particular championship. But let's move on as to take a look at Wimbledon, as it's really getting interesting already. We saw some impressive display at the Wimbledon as defending champion Makada Vondrousova failed to defend her title as she was beaten by Abuza Manarino in that particular encounter. Wasn't really an impressive performance, of course, for the defending champion, talking about Maketa Vondrousova. Michael?
Not a good one at all. Not a good one at all. I think...
it ended in a 6-4, 6-2 for Abusuka down there.
Yeah, so for me, taking a look at the opponent that she squared up against, you may want to say, yes, on paper, she was actually tipped to get the better of the opponent, to make it more like an easy ride for her. But then, and again, as a defending champion, a lot was expected from her. In her first game as a defending champion, you were expected to at least get a win in that very one. But quite unfortunate, and she becomes the first player after 30 years or thereabout to lose a first game as a defending champion. The last time that happened, she has not been at the best of her form. So for me, I don't know what seems to be the problem. But as a defending champion coming into this year's Wimbledon, I think a lot was expected of her, but she couldn't just live up to that high hype. And I want to say that it's a quite disappointing one. I know that she will be very, very disappointed, in herself, just listening to her after that loss yesterday. You saw that in her expression, in her face. So for me, I think not a good one at all for her.
Not a good one at all for her. Caroline Wozniacki, the 2018 Australian Open champion, dispatched world number 40 Alyssa Parks in a 6-2, 6-love in just 53 minutes. The 33-year-old Dan has never got past the fourth round at Wimbledon, but looked comfortable against American opponents. Last year, beating finalist Onjuba also breezed through, winning her match against Japan's Mayuka 6-3, 6-1 in 55 minutes. Earlier, world number 5 Jessica Pegula raced into the second round of Wimbledon with a 49 minutes win over fellow American Ashley Kronkel. Pegula dismissed her 20-year-old opponent 6-2, 6-love, wrapping up the victory before rain halted play on the outdoor courts. Meanwhile, 22 Wimbledon champion Elena Rybakina claimed a commanding 6-3, 6-1 victory over Romania Elena Gabriela Ruse under the closed roof of Court 1. American 11 seed Daniel Collins won the first set against Denmark Clara Townsend, but their match on Court 10 was suspended as lights faded and the grass surface became slippery. We'll continue to bring you results in the female category as they unfold on the show. But Michael, before we take a look at some of the results in the female category, Novak Djokovic, of course, said he was extremely glad to, of course, get his first win in this particular edition of the Wimbledon. What do you make of his performance, in this particular one? It was the first round encounter against Kopriva, and it ended 6-1, 6-2, 6-2.
Was a total dominance from Novak Djokovic, unexpectedly, though I'm not surprised because Novak Djokovic is the master of the game. It brings it in a whole lot of experience, and coming up against a lowly ranked player, you expect him to get the better of the opponent out there. And again, after he was being deposed as the world #1 after sitting there for quite a long time, he was actually dethroned by Jannik Sinner. Then again, also, playing a third fiddle because Carlos Alcaraz is ahead of him. Carlos Alcaraz is in the world #2 right now. He's in the third position. So for Novak Djokovic, you expect him to come out gun blazing because he may want to also reclaim back that his #1 spot, which he need to do a lot before he can be able to get that. Though the point disparity between him and Jannik Sinner or Carlos Alcaraz is not that much. So for me, I expected him to at least get his first win because truly, he is very, very hungry, and he wants to also come back to that #1 position that he has lost to Jannik Sinner. So no surprises for me that he got in a winning start in his first game.
All right, so we look forward to see how it goes, of course, for these players, because it's really getting interesting in the Wimbledon as it stands. But let's see if we can bring you some results as well from the female category, as Aslan Karasev was beaten by. In the male category, Aslan Karasev was beaten by Karen Kakanov. It ended in a 6-3, 6-7, 6-7, 6 love, and we saw Hugo Humbert beat Boston van der Susup. It ended in 7-6, 6-1, 6-3 as well in that particular encounter. And we saw Fabio Fognini got past Casper Ruud in a 6-4, 7-5, 6-7, and 6-3 in that particular encounter. Alexander Mula was beaten by Daniil Medvedev in a 6-7, 6-7, 4-6, 5-7 in that particular encounter. Carlos Alcaraz, of course, continued to put up an impressive encounter for himself as he just got his second victory in the Wimbledon, Michael.
Very impressive of Carlos Alcaraz, because I know he wants to also bounce back. He hasn't been at the best of his form, but it look as though he's gradually gaining back his confidence. He's gradually gaining back that his magical touch again once more. So for me, for Carlos Alcaraz, he's sure one of the players to watch out in this year's Wimbledon. Alcaraz, the likes of Tsitsipas, the likes of Jannik Sinner, Novak Djokovic, these are some of the favorite names if we talk about the Wimbledon for so far for this year, and he has continued in his newly discovered form so far going forward. So I wish him well, and I just hope that he gets very, very fine this very one.
All right, let's see how it goes. We'll take a short break now, and we'll come back from the break. We'll be able to bring you the latest revolving around the world of football. Stay with us to be right back.
Greenwoods with the goal. Goalkeeper's missed it. Right again. Oh! Fight there. He does a right hand, and down goes Paul straight away. Oh, what a point to end it on. So now, this is when they're at their best. That's when they're 12 years for this. So drink it in. Still goes to Ireland, New Zealand. What he loves to be immortality as an athlete, 19.79. It's a goal, it's 8 goals.
Corruption not in my country.
Driver, why you just dey jack us up and down like this now?
I hope nobody carry belle.
Why you ask, oh?
Because this road wey you dey see so, e no guarantee safe delivery o. We just dey vote for government, but we no get good governance.
At all.
Road so e no dey. Light o, usa. The infrastructure nko, e come turn to be forbidden fruit for the city.
Corruption, quell everything. Hello?
Hello, madam. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Mrs. Ayeni. I am calling from the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs.
Okay. Okay, I've been expecting your call.
Madam, remove this your phone from loudspeaker.
No vex, now my phone be like that. Hello?
Are you there?
I hear, I'm hearing you.
Yes. We saw a copy of your invoice for computers, printers, and laptops.
Yes. Are you working on them now?
Ma, the prices you quoted are way too high now.
Madam, sorry, please don't cost.
We found the laptop you said is 1.8 million naira for 600,000 naira.
Hello?
Now my body network there.
I can't hear you. Network is bad.
Madam, we can hear you. Continue.
Hello, I can't hear you. I will call you back.
Their behavior no good now.
Madam, now this kind behavior they kill our country. You suppose do things differently, make Nigeria for better.
Corruption not in my country.
This message message is brought to you by the Akinfade Foundation, the MacArthur Foundation,
and with broadcast support from Atlantic Television Network.
Corruption not in my country.
I don't get a lot. Boy, they won't booga me small. They say, man, give them bribe. I say, nothing. Okay, now, we'll go block later. You remember that contract we will do that time now? They don't pay.
But first, you see the house rent with the old things. We go first call caretaker, take the money, slap am.
Beg, see, you know, say I get annual levy why they pay for club. Where me and boys they shark beer in our house, I supposed to pay that one. You remember say me I tell you I go buy you motor. I go buy now.
Okay, then pay you money now. We don't they beg caretaker. We would they beg landlord, old man, and they agree give us time. Money can't come now. You won't divert time. You said na corruption. Corruption, not in my house and not in my country.
Sure?
Sure.
Corruption not in my country.
This message is brought to you by the Akinfade Foundation, the MacArthur Foundation,
and with broadcast support from Atlantic Television Network.
Corruption not in my country.
Kasali, I hope so my car don't ready. I get interview in 30 minutes.
Okay, you don't ready. I just the last minute instruction where you give me yesterday. Now in the cause more delay.
Which instruction?
Maybe now you say make I change the meter, make you no read again.
Which time I make you change meter? Oh, Kasali, why you do like order like this now? You don't get sense. You don't read the text message. Nobody wants to read again. You're not an electrician.
If you want join people where be say they no want they pay NEPA bill again, Abi. Oga, you no good now. You don't listen. You don't they behave like all these stiff people.
Oh, what you change from your motor? What you change from?
Two lights. Fuel gauge. Speedometer.
For what thing are you for? Come on for home my motor. I better identify for me.
Okay. Now don't do something we corrupt. And the something come backfire. Now go come they find how to dodge them.
What you talk?
They greet you.
Corruption not in my
This
country.
message is brought to you by the Akinfade Foundation, the MacArthur Foundation,
and with broadcast support from Atlantic Television Network.
Corruption not in my country.
What you want to buy?
Potato. Small baskets.
I want plantain. But why your plantain can't hard like this?
Madam, now the outside hard. Inside there, it is very soft.
Madam, wallahi make her no buy am. Make I show you something. What? What be this one? Madam, this one now the chemical where they put am for the plantain make her ripe am.
So you dey put chemical for plantain where people go chop?
No water, no be chemical.
Water. You know say Pela I don't talk and say water and not be enemy. Drink am.
Where you collect that water, drink am.
I just chop finish. See my
I go come put am for chemical because I want to make a ripe go. That one I talk and now corruption. Not be for this kaswa, come not be for this country. Now me take am.
Corruption not in my country.
This message is brought to you by the Akinfade Foundation, the MacArthur Foundation,
and with broadcast support from Atlantic Television Network.
From the line across the ocean to the land beyond the mountains, through the Sahara, on sport news, live analysis, expert discussions on trending stories in politics, business, sports, and documentaries. So Kadai only on ATN.
Welcome back, Steve Sports Extraordinary. Michael is still here, and together we'll bring you all that you need to know revolving around the world of sports at the moment. But let's talk about the Super Falcons of Nigeria as head coach. On the World Room has picked Captain Wasida Jibade, goalkeeper Jamaka Nadozie, defender Snatcho Hali, forward Asida Shola, and 14 other players in his final list of Nigerian Super Falcons for this year's Women's Olympic football tournaments in France. And talking about the list, in goal we have Chamaka Nadozie, Tochuku Elehi, and in defense we have the likes of Usnacho Hali, and then we have Oluwatosin Dameni. And still in defense, we have Michel Alozie, and as well we have Nico Payne, and Chidima Okeke is also in defense for the team. In the midfield, we have Deborah Abiodun. We also have Alimatu Ayinde, who plays for Rosengard down there in Sweden. Christy Uchebe, who plays for Benfica as well in Portugal. Jennifer Echejeni, who plays for Juventus ladies in Italy. Tony Payne, who plays for Sevilla FC. And we have forward Rashida Ajibade, Esther Okoronkwo. The Baida, good evening to you. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you now. I can hear you now.
All right. Good evening. Well, good evening to you, Dema. We're talking about the Super Falcon squad being put up by Coach Randy Wardrum. We saw about 22 players, in that particular list. What do you make of the players in the list?
I think it's the best we can offer, to be honest. We have a Tato Shola. Yes, let's not forget the experience of Rashida Tajide. I don't think you can mention 2 or 3 other players that should have been in that squad. So we have to go with the experience. We have to go with the team that participated in the World Cup, the team that didn't really impress in the last Women Africa Cup of Nations. The bulk of players that have that understanding, With the Super Falcons, the good thing is we don't see as many changes as the Super Eagles. So when you have a bunch of players who know how to put together, I think, we can only wish them the very best. They qualify for the big scene over 14, 15 years now. It means 3 editions of the Olympics. So the expectation is really high now that we qualify for the Olympics. We can only wish them all the best. I think this is the best. This is the best of the Super Falcons. I didn't mention, our number 1, Jamaica. So it's the best group of players chosen by Randy Ward. I can't really fault that list, Kingsley.
What do you make of the exclusion of the likes of Francisco Odega, the likes of Onome B in this particular one? You think it was the right decision to drop them?
Come on. Those ladies are almost 40 or 40. Odega and I don't think age is on their side, and I don't think they can offer us what we really want now at the Olympics. Let's not forget, the Olympics is it's more like an age group competition, so we can't expect too many older players You know, it's just a select few older players. No faults, no faults with that list.
No faults with the list, but a lot of persons are not happy with the exclusion of Onomebi, looking at the fact that if the likes of Mata of Brazil, who is actually 38 years of age, could be going to the Olympic, why not Onomebi, who is also very much experienced, even though she doesn't have the game time, but her presence could be a lot of motivation and confidence to the rest of the players. What do you make of it? This would have been a very good way to honor and maybe take a look at what she's done for the Super Falcons team.
Yeah, I mean, no doubt she has served. No doubt she's done well. No doubt she has, been a part of that team for a very long time. And the difference with Mata and Onome Ebi is that Mata has won the Ballon d'Or a lot of times. The wealth of experience that Mata will bring to the Brazilian squad, we actually equate that to what Onome Ebi will be bringing to the Super Falcons. As I said earlier, it's a limited amount of overage players that you can add to this squad. So the exclusion, yes, I knew it would raise eyebrows, but it didn't really come as a shock to me because I hate to say I've seen her play.
Group where Super Falcons, of course, found themselves. They were playing against Spain. They were playing. I mean, the group where Super Falcons found themselves. They were playing against the likes of Spain. They were playing against the likes of Brazil and Germany.
It's a very, very difficult group. I can't tell you who the Super Falcons will be beating. Imagine me, very tough one. It's going to be a tough group. I can't pick out the team that the Super Falcons will 3 points.
Michael,
let's just see what fan hope for the best against Spain.
Are you there?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. All right. Michael, just talking about the group, do you see this to be an easy one for the Super Falcons?
No. Not an easy group at all. Coming up against the likes of Spain, it's a very formidable team. You saw what they did in the
Let's reverse. Rivers United, I beg your pardon. What do you make of this appointment?
Yes. Well, Kingsley, I mean, it's completely wrong. Hey, there is this speculation with Super Eagles. How many times did we see Austin Eboyne as manager, as the head of Super Eagles? How many times have we seen local coaches? How many times have
But then my fear is, can he be able to at least get Rivers United back into the continent? Having seen that this season alone, Rivers United missed out of the continent, finishing as much as 8th position. Can he be able to get us continental ticket come next season? That is just my fear, because we've seen a whole lot of good coaches so far this season in the Nigeria Premier Football League. The likes of Kennedy Boboye, the likes of Enugu Rangers, coach out there talking about the fidelity of the team. But then somehow you may want to say yes, it is a risk, it's a big risk somehow. But then, like they do say, one team must kill a man. Looking at the short stint he had with the Super Eagles, just 40 days before he now threw in the towel, can he be able to, wade off this pressure, and focus on the new job? It still remains a very big question to answer. But then I still believe that Finidi George has what it takes, to also tutor this Rivers United side and do great job so far the coming season.
Let's see how it goes for Finidi George and Rivers United. We look forward to see how far he'll be able to carry on the team. Down there, but I think we have them.
Your last statement, please.
Yeah, we'll take a look at the game between France and Portugal. What do you make of that particular fixture?
Will Ronaldo this time around, let go of those set pieces of the penalties? That's the question we'll be asking in that game. I think France are favorites to take this one because of quality of the squad, because of the squad. They have a lot of game changers, even their bench. But for the Portuguese national team, they have a good for them. The fact that the playmakers, they provide opportunities, is now left for the strikers to come.